Nigeria electricity sector is carrying a multi-trillion naira debt, and the problem did not start today. Every month, power generation companies send a bill of electricity already produced and sent to the national grid. But most of that bill is not fully paid. Over time, the unpaid bill has piled up to over 3.3 trillion naira and still rising. Every month, the power generation companies send an invoice of 280 billion naira for electricity supplied to the grid. But only about 35 to 36% of that bill is actually paid. That means roughly 200 billion naira remained unpaid every single month. And that unpaid balance keeps accumulating. This payment system runs through the government-backed electricity buyer trading company, which purchases power from generators and sell it to the distribution companies are far below the cost of producing electricity. Many Nigerians assume that the debt is caused by ordinary electricity users, but the data tells a different story. A major portion of the debt comes from the government's electricity subsidies. Electricity tariff paid by the consumer is lower than the actual cost of the generating power, but the government promised to cover the differences. But those subsidies are often delayed or incomplete, leaving large gap in the electricity market. Over time, those unpaid subsidy obligation becomes debt owed to generation companies. The companies producing electricity, represented by Association of Generation Companies, still have to pay for gas, maintenance, staff, and loan used to build power plants. Gas suppliers, including those connected to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, they take 60 to 70% of each generation invoice because gas is the main fuel used to produce electricity. So when payments don't arrive, the financial pressure spread across the entire electricity chain. For ordinary Nigerians, the impact is immediate. Small businesses spend more on petrol and diesel. Cold room owners lose goods during the outage. Factories scale down production or consume diesel. Hospitals also suffer from the outage. Students study with lamp instead of stable electricity. Electricity problems in Nigeria are no longer about infrastructure, they are about economic survival. All this drives up the prices of goods and services. That means the power sector accumulates 2 to 4 trillion naira in new debts every year, which explains why the electricity unpaid obligation has already piled up to multiple trillions of naira. Nigeria electricity crisis is not just about power plants or transmission lines. It's about financial system that cannot pay for the electricity it produces. Until that financial gap is fixed, the country power problems will keep repeating themselves.